Some run home. You've got Scope in the coal mine in the hot seat today, and we've got one hell of a guest coming up here, Scope. What about this? A lazy 209 games in the NRL, including 126 for the Penrith Panthers, scored 60 tries in his career, and he's now about to light up the field alongside your good self, Scopey, is part of the RLPA team for the Nines Premier League. Tyrone Peachey, welcome to the Summer Run Home.
Hey, legends. How are you?
Excellent. Now
let me jump in straight away, coal miner, because I've stuffed up here. Peach, I just want to apologise. I got the times wrong. We were texting each other about a 3:30 start. I forgot that we're the time difference up there in Goldie. So it's 2:30 now, mate. So I appreciate you jumping on. And also, you're doing some of the stuff for the RLPA and the Nines for the weekend just before, mate.
Yeah, Keegs rang me up because we needed to do photos for the social media with RLPA stuff and got me and Corey Thompson out. So It was a good little hit out. I hadn't seen the boys in a while, so it was good to see them.
You looking forward to it, mate? You only just recently retired, which is a big plus for our team this year. I don't know if you've seen the roster last year, but we had a whole heap of middles and a few of the boys have been retired for a while. So I've been talking you up. I've been talking Corey Thompson. I've been talking Matty Moylan up for our team. But, Peach, we're just trying to add up the games, how many seasons you've been doing NRL first grade pre-seasons, and it's led to 15 seasons.
Yeah, bro.
And you've got 3 training sessions in the Burleigh, and that's it, is it, mate?
Yeah, nah, but they got me, they sweetened me into it. Bertie goes, come down and we'll just meet the boys and get your gear and that. And I went down there, got the gear, and he goes, oh, you want to jump in for a session? I go, yeah, sweet, I'll jump in, bit of ball work. And then he dropped the Bronco on me. And then I did the Bronco.
Is that on session 1? Score. Is that the first session?
No, session 1, yeah. Session 1, got the worst score of my life. And then we had weights, that's 8:30. And then I didn't get home till 9. And then I was just done. I can't do that.
You were just supposed to go pick up kit and you've been there for 4 or 5 hours. That'll do the job.
Yeah. And then I called the pin, but I just tried to keep playing, and I think it's time.
Okay. Hey, by the way, Peach, I was telling Shawnee here about your podcast that you were doing. I've watched a couple of your clips from last year. Were you doing it with a mate down in Penrith? And is the Peach podcast still going to be going life after footy, mate? Because that was a proper giggle, some of the stories you told on there.
Yeah, well, following in you blokes have given me the confidence to do it. And watching you guys, I always love watching NRL players do potties and hearing stories and that. But we did it at Penrith, and he actually moved up to Brisbane.
Oh,
he
nice.
met a girl, my partner, and so I'm going to try and get it up and running, but we'll just have to get a spot first.
Yeah, I highly recommend it for any of the listeners that haven't that aren't across it. Peach Podcast, is that correct?
Peach Podcast, yeah.
Mate, some of the best yarns are on there, so keep a lookout for it. But mate, only recently retired, coming off a couple of big seasons for the club. You're at Penrith Panthers. Lucky enough to play for a couple of different teams. What makes them so great, mate? What is it about their culture that sort of has led to the 3 or 4 premierships in a row?
Well, I almost quit when I was at Tigers. We got the wooden spoon the year that I signed with Penrith, and I luckily went out to Penrith the last 2 years of my career, and they're probably the 2 best years in whole that I had my whole career. Like, it's been in that environment. Like, Ivan Cleary has them boys running so well, and you can see they've won bloody 3 comps in a row. I think they're going to win 4. I'm backing them all year because I know the way they train and I know the way they play, and I have confidence that they're going to win again. And everyone's saying different because Jerome's leaving, but Nath Cleary, Isaiah Yeo, Gil Edwards, they're all freaks. So I'm backing the boys.
Hey, Peach, let's talk about the Nines Premier League, obviously, coming up. I don't know if you're aware, but Scope he's taken more of almost a coaching role, he keeps telling me, and I've seen the game plan. It's in front of me on a bit of paper here, and all it says is Peachey, and underneath it is Moylan. Are you aware of how much work you're going to have to do this weekend?
Mate, I haven't played with Moisa since 2016 maybe, or 15.
Yeah,
we had a pretty good connection now. I can't wait to play with him. He's a legend.
Yeah.
And, I just seen Corey Thompson. He looks awful. Got a little pouch on him. So.
Well, you're our 3 guys, mate. We did the show on Saturday, and again, going from experience last year, I was telling the team in here, just get the ball to Moiser and Peach and Corey Thompson as much as possible, and then we just hold shape. Like, we're going to get out there. I'm not going to get stuck out wide like I did last year. I'm getting in the middle, getting stuck in the washing machine because I got dusted all last year. So I've learned from my mistakes, mate, and one of them is making sure I don't get my hands on the ball and making sure you get as much ball as possible.
Yeah, appreciate that. This is what I need in my NRL career, eh? Like, just give me the ball and just get out the way. But no coaches give me that put me in that position. So I'm pumped. And I'll be the most recent retired NRL player, so I should have something over the boys.
Well, that means you're used to the sort of the bright lights of live sport, Peach. It's live on KO this time around. Anyone in the team we should be worried about that's going to let the sort of the bright lights of the big stage, getting their head?
Yeah, Mitch Rain hasn't played in 3 years, so I went and did a sprint session with him on Sunday, smoked him every race. He got close to me and he's going, yeah, almost caught you. So we're going to put him on hooker, leave him out there. He's a little gremlin, so I'm excited to play with Rain Dog again as well.
What about the other teams, Peach? Have you run your eye over a couple of the other rosters? Pretty good one. I think Alex Glenn's got himself a tidy team. The Fafita brothers are bringing up a
team. Yeah.
They're bringing up a pretty good team as well. And also, I know with the RLPA and some of the teams in the recruitment, were there any other teams that were trying to get you? Because I caught up with Moiser before Chrissy, and he reckons he had about 3 or 4 teams chasing him. Yeah.
I was in the Arthur Beetson Foundation team. They sold me when they told me Petra was playing because I didn't want to tackle him, so I signed with them. And then RLPA hit me up, and Mitch Rain said that there's a Mad Huey's fishing trip on the Friday, so I signed up with that team. And then there's another team that I signed up for. So I give myself options, and then I just pick the best piss up, basically, leading into it.
So there's a fishing trip the day before Game 1, is there, Peach?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just Gatorades and Hydrolots.
Always.
Yeah. So it's a nice little incentive because with the recruiting, there's a lot of tactics. There's some cash that's been thrown out. There's a pretty big purse as well for
cash,
right, Peach? Some cash for certain players. So the RLPA have teamed up with Mad Hueys, and we're going out for a charter out on the boat on the Friday, the day before.
This could be absolutely anything.
That also sold it for Matty Moylan as well, too, by the way, Peach.
Well, this is my local. I just moved up here.
Yeah.
So it's my local. I just moved to Palm Beach again. And we're playing at Tugun, aren't we?
Yeah, it's at Tugun.
Yeah.
Was that always the plan, mate, post-footy to go back up to Goldie after you spent some time playing there?
Yeah, I loved it. The missus loved it up here as well. And I just want the kids to grow up around the beach. And I just started a company, Nanama Care. Quick little shout-out.
Yep.
Got 12 buses at the Penrith Airport, and it's been kept me afloat, I suppose, after footy.
Oh, nice. Was that something, how long's that been in the works for? Is that just sort of at the back end of your stint with Penrith? And what exactly are you doing, sorry?
I started that my last year at Penrith. It's an Indigenous transport company. I work at the airport at Penrith.
Yep.
We're a shuttle bus, pick the workers up, drop them to work on call during the day, and then pick them up from work and drop them to the train station in the afternoons.
Oh, it's awesome,
12-hour shifts, 12 buses, and we've got some employees, and it's eye-opening.
Mate, that's great. That's unreal. Doing some good things up there. Mate, good luck this weekend. I'm going to call you next week and get all the sort of intel on how Scope performed, mainly off the field, because I'm going to watch it live on KO to see what he's doing on the field. But thanks so much for joining the run home, and good luck this weekend.
Thanks, guys. See you later.
See you on Friday, Peach.
What, you're still here? Well, you can see more on the Joel and Fletch socials and catch us live on SEN Radio, you beautiful humans.